And so that's why he's holding the ball to wait for those deep routes to develop, to wait for those wheel routes to develop. That's why he's holding the ball that long. That's why he has that many sacks. Because the offensive line is not blocking.
It's garbage.
Like, no, yes, it's freaking horrible.
I don't even think it's not blocking. They are garbage.
Yeah, they are. Like, that whole offensive line needs to be thrown. No disrespect to anybody's son or anything, but that whole offensive line needs to be thrown away. Like, it needs to be thrown away.
He's speaking for himself right now. Disrespect included. No, y'all are garbage.
They are horrible, bro. They are horrible.
And you need to know you're garbage because that's
to make you better. It make you better, but. What's up, guys? We're back again with another episode of the LIMITL3SS Podcast. So, we're not going to do a lot of talking because there is a lot to cover. There's a lot that has happened as usual in the college football world, but needless to say, we will get you as much of it as possible. And with that being said, let's get to it.
Yes, sir.
So today we're going to take a slight segue, and this is November is Men's Mental Health Month, correct?
Yeah, man. I'm not even gonna lie. I was talking to Andrea about it, and
we're good.
It shocked me that
they had a month for us.
Yeah, because I mean, being a husband, being a dad, and you can attest to this. A lot of the time we're put on the back burner.
Oh, absolutely.
And not like on purpose by our spouse or our family.
It's an innate thing
that we put ourselves on the back burner so that we can make sure that everybody else is good. But
if you are a good father and or a good husband, which will die for, I honestly feel like those two don't necessarily have to coincide. They don't. But anyway,
and if you do that too much, you tend to get too much baggage on yourself.
Yes,
and if you don't allow that to get out the right way, it can present itself and ugly outbursts, frustrations, and not be targeted. Be targeted at the people that you love, even though you don't mean for it.
You can go into withdrawal, like you can shut down. Like there's a lot of different things that could essentially happen when you don't take that step back to be like, okay, I need to do something for me.
Yeah, man. And so I'm glad that there's something like this going on, and I'm glad we're in a period in our society where it is almost normalized for to take care of your mental health, to get some type of therapy, because ever since Andrea and I lost our daughter, like therapy has been like a commonplace for us.
A safe spot, safe space place
for us allow us to have those conversations and to navigate those conversations that we necessarily didn't know how to navigate.
Yeah,
because we've tried to have conversations and they didn't end the
well.
Right way.
Yeah,
so having that third party that's not there to take one side or the other.
Yeah, they're a sounding board.
They help you look at it from the other person's perspective. Mm-hmm. And so it's healthy. And I'm gonna just say this: if any of y'all need it, like, don't be scared to take it.
Absolutely not.
It's a leap.
It's I ain't gonna say it's a leap. It's a bound.
Oh, it is.
It is definitely a bound. It is uncomfortable. That first session, like I just went to my first one last week.
Yeah,
it's very uncomfortable because and I don't want to make this sound bad, but as a man, you're naturally guarded.
Yes.
But now, not only are you a naturally guarded person, you're now guarded with the things that you have went through in life.
Yeah.
And you don't want to essentially talk about it. I know
you're worried about being judged.
Yeah, you're worried about being judged, and you see all of these podcasts, and you see all of these interviews, and you see all of these things where they're like, oh, the man needs to do this, or the man should talk, and then it's okay if the man talks, then or what he's telling you, are you going to then flip that around on him,
or is it going to be too heavy?
Is it going to be too heavy to now you just go off the rails? Like, it's a juggling act. And I think the one that truly set me off was this one that I saw where, and this is not all ladies, by no stretch of the imagination am I saying this is all ladies, but this particular lady was like, her fiance at the time like came home, and he was just like, she kind of tell by his face that he was just like completely out of it. And she was like, he came to her and he just like laid on her, and she was like, she hugged him and he just like cried for a second, for a minute or two. And she was like, she didn't know how to deal with that. She was like, she felt like he was weak, and he was just like, it was just heavy on him. And I'm like, bruh, come on. That situation is going to make him now close himself off for the rest of his life.
And my thing is like, and I'm saying this in general terms, it doesn't speak for all ladies, but they say they want us to be vulnerable.
Yeah, no, you don't.
But it's instances like that
makes you be like,
all it takes is one time for me to realize that I can't, like, if I expose myself in that manner to you and it goes left, oh, it's a wrap. Don't expect me to do that.
And we're going left in a sense of you now flip that, and you either use that on me, or you use it in the sense of, well, that's how I feel like you're not doing. It's like, bruh, at this very moment, it's not about how you feel.
Man.
I focus on how you feel 90% of the time. This 10% of the time, I'm trying to tell you how I feel and how you essentially could do something better. You flip that on him, or you make that go sideways, he'll never talk again.
Yeah.
Or he'll never talk for the next few years.
Oh, bro.
And there's a clip that I'm going to find that we'll splice in. When you listen to it, you're going to be like, that is absolutely true. It's a guy. He's like, when a man opens up and that is now turned on him, he was like, you don't want the type of man that comes out of that.
I think I know
it's the black guy. He was like, he'll become harsh with it. He'll become straight harsh with his words. Short.
I know exactly.
No emotion.
Crazy thing is, I saw that guy. He lives out here in Houston. I saw him at Dewberry.
Yeah, he was like and I'm like, that is 100% true, because you done flipped it on him.
But needless to say, like, even though bad experiences do happen out there, find somebody that you can trust and confide in.
Yes,
that's the big
that you
thing.
Feel comfortable with. That's going to give you an unbiased opinion, both good and bad. They're going to tell you what you're doing right. Yeah. They're going to tell you what you're doing wrong.
And always check in with your boys, because you never know what they're going through. Check in on them. And with that being said, let's get back to the
fun. Now to the uplifting.
Yeah.
Now to the uplifting stuff. What we got?
Let's get to it. So first,
all
right. So I know this has been like a big thing in the college football. I'll probably say sports community.
Go ahead. I'm finding my notes.
This is just a quick update in regards to Jim Harbaugh. Sorry about that.
You're good.
Quick update in regards to Jim Harbaugh. So as of today, apparently the Big Ten is notifying Michigan that they will be coming down with some sort of punishment or whatever. And I was like, well, that
tells me nothing.
Like, clearly they did something. Of course you need to punish them. So why are you letting them know that? Why is that an update? Is my thing.
Like, why? It's like the police officer saw you commit a crime.
Yeah.
He has all the evidence of you committing said crime. He comes to notify you, hey, at some point we're going to arrest you.
Yeah, like,
okay.
Like,
Okay.
Thank you for letting me know
that you're going to, that there's a possibility that you're going to arrest me.
I part of me feels like they are just like trying to find a way out of this so that they don't have to. So at least they have Michigan as a potential representative.
It all goes back. It all goes back to money.
Yes,
it all goes back to money.
Yes,
it literally all goes back to money.
It's crazy.
If you, with a situation like that, you have diehard video evidence of this guy
doing X.
And other I think it was the last article that I read, it was somebody else that he had paid hundreds of dollars to go and record a game for him.
Yeah.
You have all of this evidence. You even have, I think it's the forensic camera guy that's at Michigan that said, based on the footage and based on how it went into the AI computing system and all that,
there's a 90-something
there's a 0.9% chance that it's him. He was like, basically, the only reason why it's not one is because he has a disguise on.
Bruh.
What more do you need? Bro, they've arrested people and put people in prison for less.
And I get it. They could try to say that he was a rogue agent on this, but still, you utilize the stuff.
You're on the staff.
You're on the staff. The coordinators utilize the information that was being provided.
And in turn, Jim Harbaugh used that information because, like we said on the previous podcast, if you are coming to me with this much significantly detailed information, bro, I got questions. If we're on an even level playing field, you watched film. Did you watch the same film that I watched? How did you get these extra details? We watched the same film, fam.
And like I said, I'm tapped into recruiting. Michigan has not, since Jim Harbaugh has been there, recruited to the level that Ohio State has recruited.
That they would exceed Ohio State 2 years in a row.
Okay, I get it. Like, you can have stellar coaches and you have great development, but not like that.
Not like that. Not that detailed. Now it kind of makes me want to go back and watch the previous games.
If you think about it, so let's say you got 4 3-stars. The chances of them outperforming that, or they can get development, but not all of those 3-stars are going to outperform their rating and be at the 5-star level.
And that because that's the whole purpose of a rating.
Yeah, like it's wild.
I think, like you said, it boils down to money. It all goes back to money and representation. And like you said, I feel like they're trying to milk it so that they do have a representative for the college football playoffs, another representative for the college football playoffs. Yeah. But at the end of the day, you're not only are you cheating the school, the organization, you're also cheating guys that other teams that have truly worked and done things the right way. Yeah. Because you have to remove them. Like, I'm not saying you omit their entire season, which by all means, at the end of the day, they ain't gonna do that. But you have to the punishment that comes down has to be harsh enough to where it essentially removes them from the college football playoffs.
It has to. Yeah. It has to. Because if they end up playing in the college football playoff, that is going to be in the headlines.
You're going to have hell on your hands. You're going to have hell on your hands at that point.
Is going to the college football playoff worth being scrutinized by the media if you're in the national championship because of all this ish? And you always mess with me about it. Like when I put the asterisk by Kevin Durant's NBA Finals championship. This is worse. This is worse. Like this, literally, hypothetically, if they were winning championship this year, it's fully blacklisted, bruh.
Y'all ain't win it fairly.
Ain't nobody gonna believe that.
And y'all ain't win it. Y'all ain't win it fairly.
But
Now, and you're cheating your players.
Yeah.
Because you ain't telling them where you getting this information from. Because I'm sorry, I think you said out of the 108 guys that are on the football team, on the college football team,
Yeah.
out of those 100 and some guys, you're gonna have several guys on the team. It's like, this some bull. So we hadn't been winning just by the merit of our own. We've been winning by this BS.
Bro,
I guarantee you got some guys on the team that's like, this some bull.
Yeah.
Because now they're in a bad predicament as well. It's like, okay, what do we do? Do we take this information?
It's almost like, am I really that good? Or was it just a circumstance of us knowing what was happening so that I could be there?
Was I a puppet? Bruh. Like, did I really break on this run? Did I really
because
read
of my
this
instinct, or was it because I knew? It was
a click, copy, cut, and paste.
It is. This whole thing is going to have second and third order effects out of the yin yang.
Oh yeah.
And so, well, but like I said, they said that they're going to be coming down with something within the next 48 hours. Yeah, when that does come down, I promise you, we will go live.
Yes,
we will.
One of us or both of us will.
We'll go live, and we will have our. We'll give y'all our opinion on it. Before we move on, to those that have been watching and tapping in on our content, thank y'all so much.
Oh yes, thank you
so much.
Thank you.
We just ask that y'all like, comment, subscribe, help get us in the algorithm, allow it to get out to more of the masses, and YouTube will push it out for us.
And for those most recent 2 followers, y'all made our day once again.
Y'all really did.
That is a beautiful thing when we see that. Did. Even when we see like the likes, like people like the content that we put out there, it is a very beautiful thing. Because most of the time I see it when I'm at work.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yes. All right.
It's amazing.
But anyway, so next, your favorite team, Clemson.
Yeah. The Mother Tigers.
Clemson and it is the Mother Tigers, the Orange Tigers. Yeah. Clemson beat Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Now,
are you buying all that Clemson stock?
No.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Next topic. No, I'm just playing.
I'm absolutely not buying that. First of all, he didn't even do a good job of trying to sell it. I just want to throw that out there. I used to be a salesman. At the end of the day, we're all salesmen. Even right now, we're salesmen. We're trying to sell ourselves to the masses. But he did a terrible job selling Clemson. Y'all beat Notre Dame.
Bro, and we said it. Notre Dame, they are a fundamentally sound team. But they're slow.
They're slow, and if they get rattled, that's the end result.
Yeah.
It's not like you went and you beat a top 10 team.
Nope.
It's not like you beat an undefeated team. I'm not taking the win away from the players, but come on, Dabo. Come on. Y'all haven't competed for a. First of all, let me back up a little bit. And once again, I said this on a previous podcast. Clemson has started to be projected to be Alabama 2.0.
Yeah.
At one point.
Yep.
Several analysts said it. Oh, Dabo is taking over.
That's a wrap.
Nick Saban. Clemson is gonna be, the next Alabama, where it's gonna be, competing for a champion, winning a championship year after year after year. As we saw, that's not right. Y'all haven't competed for a national Y'all haven't competed for a national championship
4 years
since Trevor Lawrence left.
Yeah, 4 years.
So,
whoa. Did Trevor? Yeah, no.
Yeah,
they haven't competed since the LSU national championship
2018, 2019 season, or was it 2019, 2020?
2018, 2019.
Yeah. 4 years, going on 5. It would be different if y'all were still top 7, top 8.
If you were nationally relevant.
If you were nationally relevant consistently.
Yeah.
It's not the case. Bro. So I don't want to hear you better buy all this Clemson stock as about whatever, bruh. Because what you fail to realize is y'all have declined, and I hate to say this, the Pac-2 skyrocketed this year.
Yeah.
Now, I only have the Pac-2 skyrocketed this year. Texas and Oklahoma is coming to the SEC. Florida State shot up.
Yep.
Georgia is taking over. Georgia / LSU / Alabama are still top teams.
Mixing Ole Miss sometimes.
Yeah, mixing Ole Miss, sprinkling a little bit of Ole Miss. And then you got, not even going to say them. You got Ohio State. What? I'm not even going to say Michigan. You got Ohio State. Yeah. So what are you, you got Duke in North Carolina as well. Bro, what stock? Y'all ain't doing nothing.
Look, all I'm going to stand on what I said last week is that Dabo and them are doomed if they... He can't develop a quarterback, bro. Like, I'm not even... When you're forced to, record has shown that he can't do it. And if
you get rid of them, if they're just not top tier talent, you've gotten rid of them.
And if you can't develop a quarterback, then it's a wrap. So
I think I asked you this on a previous one. Do you think if Klubnik went to a different program, he would be better?
Yes. I would even say that if Dabo loosened the reins on Garrett Riley, that Klubnik will be better.
Klubnik will be better. Okay.
Because Dabo has gone on the record to say that Riley isn't bringing in his offense. He's running the Clemson offense. Bro, you're not Alabama.
But if... That's so crazy.
Every offensive coordinator that comes in runs Alabama's offense.
Because if I hire you, I need you to run your offense. I don't need you to run things the Clemson. I don't need you to run things the Clemson way.
Why would I bring you here to fix our offense why would I bring you here to run our offense and I'm not going to allow you to institute what really caught my eye to bring you to our institution? So
you essentially want more than a puppet. You essentially want nothing more than a puppet. That's what you want.
Make it make sense to me, because
you want a puppet,
bruh. So if Dabo would loosen the reins, I think
it would make a difference.
It would make a significant
difference.
Do
you see? And I think we were probably in this on this note. Do you see Clemson pulling back within the top? Yeah, I'm gonna go dramatic. Do you see Clemson pulling within the top 5 within the next 2 years?
Hell no. Why? Because... All
right. Give me a reason and we'll end it. Give me a reason.
Couple reasons.
Okay.
1. Transfer portal.
Oh, yeah. He don't believe in that.
He don't believe in it, which is just asinine on his face.
True. 2.
NIL. He really ain't backing it.
Dumb.
But
you want your millions of dollars. Go ahead. Go ahead. Be quiet.
Yeah, because you keep going. We could really just have this conversation. And 3, like I said, can't develop a quarterback. So you're only going to be able to be good, not great, buddy.
Sorry, Clemson fans. If some of y'all want to chew us out, by all means, we welcome it.
Jump in the comments.
Yeah, jump in the comments. Tell us how y'all feel about it.
I'm here for all the smoke.
I see them being a good team. I honestly don't see them, unless something changes. I honestly don't see them competing for a national championship either within the next couple of years. But we will cross that bridge when we get there. So next we have.
Before we go there, ahead. I just want to. I know at some point we're going to get to LSU, Alabama, but I just want to shed light on the Army team. Good job on beating Air Force this weekend. Because that is
toasted Air Force. Yeah, they quote unquote shot that jet down.
Army can realistically go to a bowl game. I think they have to win out.
Yeah,
but
it's possible.
They are in line to get the Commander-in-Chief's trophy again. So the Commander-in-Chief trophy, for those of you who don't know, it is between Army, Air Force, and Navy.
Yeah.
They all play each other.
Yeah.
throughout the season. And
Air Force beat Navy, right? And then y'all beat Army.
We beat Army.
And then
we beat Air Force.
Yeah, y'all beat Air Force, and so y'all got to play Navy.
We got to play Navy,
which is next month,
December 8th.
Yeah, it's somewhere around there. Yeah, isn't there somewhere around Pearl Harbor?
It's like 2 weeks before Christmas. Yeah, okay. That's how I remember it. So we play them. Mm-hmm. And if we beat them, we win the Commander-in-Chief Trophy. Yeah.
Which is, it's the trophy and it's bragging rights for a year.
It's like the national championship for service.
The armed forces.
Yeah,
gotcha. So that'll be nice. That'll be interesting.
And we whipped their ass.
Yeah, y'all.
26-3?
Yeah, I was not expecting y'all to beat them that bad.
Bro.
I was honestly pulling for y'all to win. Not even gonna lie. Even taking into account my circumstances, I was honestly like hoping y'all would win. But the manner in which y'all did it, y'all man.
I don't know. The fact that we beat them at their home, I was legitimately worried because Air Force has a top 10 defense.
Yeah,
statistically.
Yeah,
and I was like, dang, like if Army gets off to a rough start, this could be bad. Ugly. But bro, Daly was just consistent. And Army
took full advantage of opportunities. That was a lot of. To me, that was just a fruition of film, film study.
And
that was just true.
They don't like each other.
So. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they don't.
But it was lit. I remember when we beat Air Force my junior year. We haven't beat them for like a couple years, and we beat them at West Point, and the cadets rushed the field.
Yeah.
I'll throw a photo of it up here on the pod, but bro, it was lit. Like,
yeah, it's a different feeling. It's always a great feeling when you beat a rival or when you beat a top tier team. It's just for those of you who've never experienced that,
it's nothing like it.
It's nothing like it.
It is truly an outer body experience.
Nothing like it. I experienced it twice. Once when we beat Louisville with Lamar Jackson, and then when U of H beat Florida State. It was beautiful. I was like, oh my God.
It's crazy.
But anyway, so
Colorado.
Can't wait for this one.
Colorado. It pains me to be right in this situation. So I'm gonna let you take it. Go ahead. Just say what you got.
I'm not even gonna I don't even feel bad for me, you know. I'm still rooting for them by no stretch of the imagination. I'm still hopeful that they are going to go to a bowl game. But
I'm saying it like I keep saying, of course, and I keep smiling. And just for those of you who don't know, their remaining schedule.
Yes, please. Yes, pull up you have the remaining schedule?
Yes, I do.
Okay, pull up the remaining schedule, and I'm going to give my...
And I'll throw it up here.
I'm going to give my thoughts on it. So who are they remaining?
In this order. 23 Arizona.
Okay.
Washington State.
And
then 13 Utah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go in reverse.
Okay.
Utah's gonna be an L.
Okay.
All right. Utah's gonna be an L. From the manner in which Utah is truly a blue collar, broken nose with the bandage going across team.
They some hard nosed son of a guns.
We are just gonna beat y'all. Like, that's it. I had been watching their games throughout the course of the season, and of course the big one was when they played USC. Watching that game, you truly saw how gritty that team was. And I know they want to be, they got the pig farmer as the quarterback and this and the third. Like, but you truly saw just how gritty they were and just their will to just not quit. Bro, I don't give I don't care that y'all got Caleb Williams over there. I don't care that he just ran around. He just threw this 60-yard bomb. Like, we don't care.
You know who they really remind me of?
Who?
Or at least when I was playing high school football, they remind me a lot of the Katy Tigers.
Nothing fancy.
We
just gonna bully y'all.
Sound, physical football team is well coached.
And I don't think my ears itching. I don't think people give enough credit because in the world of football today, whether it's Pee-wee, elementary, middle school, high school, college, pros. Essentially, everybody is now starting to run this West Coast Cincinnati style offense.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say it again. I hate it when they get inside the 5-yard line or inside the 2-yard line and they're still in shotgun. Like, that bothers me. Utah runs the spread, of course. But Utah also has this thing about them where they would just line up. Y'all know what we doing. We know what we doing. Y'all know what we doing. Stop me.
Good luck.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's period.
Good luck.
End of sentence. Good luck. Let's roll. And I think that is why a lot of people have became, well, I'm not going to say a lot of people. That is one of the main reasons why I have became a Utah fan, because I just like their style of football.
Oh, yeah.
It's just
they're
gritty.
Bro.
It's like, bro, stop me. But anyway, that's going to be an L for Colorado. Washington State, I'm not even going to lie, I have not watched them play.
Yeah,
I haven't watched.
They started off really good at the beginning of the season.
I have watched 0 of their games. But I don't know. That's unfortunate. That was probably going to be an L if Colorado once again still cannot fix that offensive line issue.
All they need to do is win 2
games.
Funky ass games.
Win 2 games and y'all going to the bowl.
And you're doing something that Colorado hasn't done.
Yeah, which I mean, you were 4-5, so you won 3 more games than you won last year. But you got all the other accolades and all that stuff. But naturally, at the end of the day, the students, the fans, the everybody at the university, alumni, all that, they want them to go to a bowl game.
Yeah, of course.
So you win 2 out of these last 3 games. So Washington is iffy. Like I said, I hadn't watched them play. We'll see. That may be a win. It may be a loss. The Arizona game, I think you've watched Arizona some.
I've watched
here and there.
I watched them when they played USC.
Yeah, I watched them here and there. Once again, it could be a 50-50 split. I'm gonna give them. Out of those 2, I'm gonna give them the Washington game. I'm not gonna give them the Arizona one. Which now draws to the conclusion of what is Colorado truly going to do with that offensive line?
No.
The defense, we say it all the time. Defense can only stop a team so many times throughout the course of the game before they break.
Yes.
They're gonna bend, and then they break. Colorado's defense is very opportunistic. They've gotten turnovers.
Yeah.
They've stopped teams.
They have.
They've smothered teams to a certain degree.
They've done that as well.
But when we're on the field 28 out of the 30 minutes, when we're on the field 26 out of the 30 minutes of the first half, what do you expect, bruh?
Yeah,
we only can take so much conditioning.
Look, man, I said this in the beginning of the season. Hell, I said it preseason. Depth is going to be an issue.
And bruh, I agree. I 100% agree with you on that. But the added bonus to that is I think it's not only depth. I think it's the guys, and I guess it does go back to depth. But I mean, if you have a start and you have a second string, like there's a reason why he's second string or third string, whatever the case may be. But I think it just goes back to y'all got to get some linemen. Like y'all got to get some offensive linemen.
Yes.
It does. Once again, it does not matter how many skill guys you got. They got a hell of a lot of skill guys. They got a hell of a lot of guys that can make you miss in the open field. But if Shedeur has zero time to get them the ball,
that's going to throw off the time.
That's why that's why I watched like 4 series. Is all of their throws were short to intermediate.
Quick routes.
He couldn't get the deep throws because he has no time to get them.
And like I said last week, if 3 out of the 4 passing plays he has no time, what makes you think on that one play that he's going to think, oh, when the line actually blocks it, I have time, and he's not going to actually rush it.
And a lot of the sacks for him, he was like, oh, he's holding the ball to pad his stats. I truly don't think he cares about stats. I think he's holding the ball because he's trying to wait for those deep routes to develop. Right. Because I mean, come on, at the end of the day, the deep route has to develop.
Look, man, that argument is dumb on its face because.
Like he wants to get hit.
Who wants to actively get hit?
Who wants to get pancaked by a 320-pound defensive lineman?
And who wants to put their team in a disadvantage?
Third and 26.
That doesn't even make sense. People just saying that to get clicks, bro.
Yeah, that bothers me. I'm like,
that pissed me off.
I'm like, bro wants to. I really don't think he cares about the stats.
Y'all need to be better.
He wants to score. They are horrible. So.
Jesus.
I am going to still remain the optimist and say that they are going to go to a bowl game.
Okay, look, y'all ain't going bowling, y'all. Let's just keep it a bean. Call me a hater all you want. I told y'all. If y'all go bowling, I will come here and I will apologize.
If they go bowling, I want you to have a call. I want you to have a Prime shirt on. If they go bowling, I will
legitimately buy a Prime shirt
if they go bowling.
All
right, deal. This is live. Shake on it.
It's not on some shit like wow. I'm hating on them.
No, I know you're not. Like, you're very analytical. Like
I'm analytical. I'm realistic and. Y'all gonna stop calling me a hater.
I'm optimistic. I hope they do.
What we say about hope?
But it's a hell of a drug. Yeah. So I'm on it right now. I hope they go bowling.
Clearly, you're on it.
But the realistic, logical me is like they're not going bowling.
Bruh. It just when I look at what
over the last few games.
Well, when I look at what they've done, it's like. Yeah, I cannot, in my right mind, say
they going bowling.
Yeah. So,
I'm gritting my teeth while I'm saying I'm hopeful.
I do think they'll get it together next year because they have the offense to do it.
Yeah,
they have the playmakers to do it.
Next year,
I think they're going to jump into the portal and get linemen.
Yeah, because that's truly. Now, can they do some things better on defense? Absolutely.
They're very light on the D line. They're
very light on the D line, but I will say they do get pressure on. They've gotten pressure and they've gotten sacks and turnovers on every single team that they have played.
Yeah,
every single one. They even got pressure on Bo Nix, and I. They got pressure on. I don't think they got turnover on Oregon, but they did get pressures. They did get pressure on him, so they're getting back there.
Yeah.
It's just that, bro, we can only do this for so long. We need help.
Yeah,
we need y'all to give us like a 7-minute drive, like something.
And man, I'm not gonna cap. It's like every time I watch Colorado play. They always have somebody new in the game.
Yeah.
Like on defense, they always have somebody new. On offense, they always have somebody new. It's like, dang. Like,
so I was watching some of this past game and I noticed something. And I fully understand what Coach Prime be saying when he was like, guys are going to play based on, how they perform at practice and stuff and this and the third.
He truly means that.
He truly does mean that. Like, because... What's the name? You hadn't saw him since like game 3.
McClain?
Yeah. So in your opinion, because I have my thoughts on it, in your opinion, do you think that it's kind of also a matter of having too much talent?
Yeah.
Because when you think about it, you have so many talented guys at these skill positions. Corners, receivers, running backs. You have so many guys that are, at the end of the day, come on, let's be honest, they're neck and neck, equal level, abilities and stuff like that. Do you think it's a matter of having too many guys that are talented at those positions to where you do it's not like you intentionally forget, but you kind of like forget how this guy performs, or it's hard to develop that many skill guys.
I don't think it's that hard to develop that many skill guys because you see other schools doing it.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just one of those things where I just wish that Colorado would decide, like, okay, these are going to be our starters. Because
and develop
with them switching people in every week, you're not having no continuity.
You're not really catching your stride, though.
You're not allowing a player to catch a stride.
Yeah.
Which is, as a former player, we know that. Like, that's how you build confidence.
Yeah.
So,
but if I'm playing week 2 and then
I don't know if I'm starting week 3.
I jack up at practice or something like that, I'm not starting again until week 5. Okay, now I'm back fresh. I don't have that game speed back under my belt.
That's just gonna mess with my confidence. Like,
it will.
It's gonna make you apprehensive to play free because you're worried. Oh, if I mess up.
And especially as a DB or a safety, anytime you see a DB, and this goes for anybody that did not know this, I know me and you know, but anytime you see mainly DBs, whether it's the safeties or the corners or the gators, anytime you see a secondary guy start to pull the jersey, hold stuff, it's because he lacks confidence.
Oh yeah,
he has now begun to lack confidence. So it's like, okay, this guy's coming off. The only thing I can to slow him down, I gotta hold him, or I gotta pull his jersey. I gotta get a DP. A defensive pass interference call is going to happen. It's because you've now lost that confidence to where you don't realize that, okay, you can truly run with this guy.
Even, like you said, even when you don't need to do it,
you still do it because you're lacking that confidence. So I think that's a matter. At the end of the day, it's going to be a tough final 3 games. I mean, they still got something to hold their heads up about, but it's going to be a tough final 3 games. Mainly that last one. Jesus Christ. That's going to be
now if they pull something out of the yin yang and beat them.
Beat Utah?
That would be crazy.
Bull.
That would be crazy.
It would be, but bull.
That would be crazy.
I don't see that happening.
I don't either, but hey, weirder things have happened.
Weirder things have happened, but we shall see. Oh, favorite one.
Yeah, we gotta touch on them.
The favorite one. And I think this is the one that all of y'all have been waiting on.
Be honest,
USC.
It's the one you've been waiting on.
Oh, for damn right. It's the one I've been waiting on. It ain't even my team.
This is the one.
Who is your team? On. Mikey? This his team?
Mikey, bro.
This is his team, right?
Yeah, it is.
Mikey. Nice to meet you.
Major Houghton. It's okay, bro.
I'm pretty sure you've been waiting on this too. Pretty sure a bunch of true, not bubblehead USC fans, but real USC fans have been waiting on this. USC fired their defensive coordinator,
and rightfully so,
Grinch, after losing this previous game,
and rightfully
to
so,
Washington. Now, I have said article pulled up, and we're going to dissect it for a second.
Go ahead.
So, USC fired Grinch. They started the Grinch will not be stealing Christmas this year.
Really?
Sorry, I had to do it. It was right there. I had to do it.
Man,
had to do it.
Crazy.
So, not gonna go through the whole article. I'm just gonna touch on this little footnote right here, and we will dissect. We will dissect this. So, where is it? They fired him based off of here we go. Grinch, who was Oklahoma's defensive coordinator from 2019 to 2021 before leaving for USC alongside Riley, led a unit that allowed an average of 34.5 points per game this season and was in the bottom 30 in the country in nearly every statistical category,
bro,
including,
oh my bad, I'm sorry,
120th in rushing defense,
and
107th against the pass.
I think they said statistically they were 121 out of 130 total defense.
Yes. Yeah. When you tie in all of those, 121, 121st out of 130 defense.
Bro, there was this instance during that game that was so telling that
they don't watch film.
No, not that. That the players lost all confidence in Grinch. So it was like, I forget what quarter it was, but they called a timeout and he had the defense kind of huddled up, saying like, "Hey, we got to get this stop XYZ." And
Coach,
like how
Coach, we ain't got to stop all season.
But you know how when
you want us to get a stop now, we ain't got to stop all season.
You know how when the coach when we have to leave and go back into the game, he'll break us down and be like,
"Yeah, 1, 2, 3, stop!" Yeah, yada yada.
He was like, "Okay, let's do this, guys," and he was the only one that did it, and all the other guys just walked away. I was like, "Damn,
bro, you trash." Because, bro, okay, let's just look at this. Let's look at this from the outside coming in. Those players are looking at you and they're like, "Bro, you getting paid to do what? Like, we suck,
bro." I don't understand.
You have D2 and D3 defenses that are better than USC's defense.
Bro, I'm gonna keep it a beam with you. If any defensive player goes to USC thinking that they will be able to go to the NFL from there, you are out of your cotton picking mind.
Unless you are just truly an elite person. Unless you are a truly elite, I'm for myself player. Yeah. That's it. Because nobody is going to look at that defense, unfortunately, and say, "Oh, we want him."
Oh, that's an NFL player right there.
We want him.
Like, and I feel bad for him, bro.
The defensive line has gotten ran over.
Yep.
The linebackers
are
stiff. They've gotten ran over. Cannot pass coverage. Cannot pass cover.
Yeah.
Secondary, holy hell.
I know.
I
know.
Bruh, what you got second, third, and fourth receivers out there balling.
Toasting you. Looking like all Americans.
Bro, you got the nigga that just strapped up.
Now look.
That went out there. Went out there, he done burnt the defense for 60. Bro. A 60-yard go route, bro. Touchdown.
I just don't understand.
Parents probably wasn't even watching the game because they didn't think he was going to get in.
So, you know what? Like, we've been talking about this for weeks about, Alex Grinch, how we're not proponents for a coach losing his job, but when it's abundantly clear, it's abundantly clear. But my thing is, okay, where does USC go from here now? Because Lincoln Riley has shown from his time here at USC and his time at Oklahoma that he can do offense very well.
He can handle it,
but he cannot.
He can't handle defense.
It's like he drops the ball every time it comes to hiring somebody on defense. You knew who Grinch was at Oklahoma.
What the saying?
And why'd you bring him to USC?
How does the saying go? When somebody shows you who they are, believe them.
Believe it. Clearly, he showed you who he was while you were the head coach at Oklahoma.
That is 2 top tier. It wouldn't be as bad if it wasn't USC.
And I'm going to say this, and this may be a hot take, but whatever. If he doesn't get it right this go around, it's a wrap.
Yeah, it is.
I don't see a contract extension.
Because, once again, though, that's a lot of money over there. It's California. Southern California.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money over there. They are looking, at the end of the day, your bigwigs' jobs are to look around at their competition across the board and to try and compete for a national championship.
Yes, sir.
So those ADs, board members, boosters, all of those guys are sitting there and they're looking at LSU, Texas, Georgia, Alabama, even
hell, look in the conference.
Oregon, Washington, and they are saying, bruh, Because there's no way in hell you're about to tell me. Yeah. There's no way in hell that you're Utah. There's no way you're about to tell me that Utah has more money than USC. No. There's no way you're about to tell me that maybe not, but just research, but I'm saying it anyway. There's no way you're about to tell me that Washington has more money than USC.
The only team that remotely comes close.
Oregon. Oregon.
And that's because of Nike.
That's because of Nike.
Only team, maybe second to Oregon is UCLA. Because they're in LA.
Yeah, because they're in LA. And the only reason why I pause on Washington is because essentially Jeff Bezos and all that, but I don't think he gives anything to Washington. I don't think so. But USC probably has the most money in the Pac in what was the Pac-12 at that point, at this point in time. Y'all can't what? And they're probably going to end the season 7-5.
And if they don't get it right, it's only going to get worse because now they're going to the Big Ten where they play defense. Those are some big
defense. You start fading away from that West Coast and you start coming on over. You start coming east.
Where
guys plays defense this way.
Yes,
we play defense
and we have offense.
Just if not equivalent, better.
So. We'll see. We got to see who if Lincoln's going to flub this up again. I hope he doesn't.
He is.
History has shown that he is.
He is. History has shown he is. Because I will say this: their final two games,
UCLA
and Oregon.
They haven't played Oregon yet?
No.
Well, that's an L.
Yep, they play Oregon 11-11. They play USC and they play UCLA. They play UCLA 11-18.
With that defense, they very well may lose to UCLA.
They're probably gonna go 7-5, and that's probably why Caleb Williams was crying because he was like, "Bro, we for damn sure ain't competing for nothing." Yeah. For them to even remotely even get a whiff of the college football playoffs, everybody got a tank. Everybody just got to stop playing for the rest of the season.
That's.
Yeah. So I don't feel bad for him crying because Brett see his season over.
Yeah, for those of y'all that making fun of the dude for crying, like it's soft, but I mean when you put in that much into it,
I cried. Junior and senior year, we lost in the third round of the playoffs. High school, I cried.
Yeah, like
forget it. It hurts.
It hurts
because you're never gonna see that again.
You're not. But I think that is different from this in a sense because he still does have games to play, but he knows that his opportunity to go to a Pac-12 championship is gone, and to get a New Year's Bowl is gone.
Is gone. And earlier this season, they lost the ability to compete for a national championship. Which, come on, before the season started, they had pegged them to possibly be competing for a national championship this year.
And they pegged him to be the
returning Heisman. So, all of that is now gone.
It's just been a bad year for him.
And I'm sorry to put it on. Well, I'm not sorry to put it on one person because you get paid to do a job. It's your job to do your job.
It is your job.
Sounds redundant, but it is what it is.
It is your job to do.
It's your USC is in this position solely because of one person.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right.
That's it.
You're completely right.
It sucks to say it that way, but they are in this position solely because of one person and one person alone.
Lincoln Riley.
Yes. Because he brought in
Alex Grinch.
You don't bring in Alex Grinch, you go find you a worthwhile defense coordinator. Y'all very well might be competing for a Pac-12 championship.
Because you got the offense to do it.
You got the offense.
But
offensive average is 40-something points a game.
Yeah.
So,
but hey, that's what's the latest and greatest going on.
Sorry, USC fans. But maybe next year.
You know what? I feel like a lot of USC fans are probably just relieved that it's happening. It sucks the way the season's going, but you don't take the good with the bad.
Yeah, because they're already looking at next season. So
before we jump into before I go on my rant. Let's talk about the UGA Missouri game because that was a good game.
That was a hell of a game. Was I cussing? Absolutely.
For a moment, I thought y'all were gonna lose.
Was I cussing at the TV? Absolutely. Did I have my 4-month-old in my arms yelling at TV? Absolutely. Did I ruin his nap? Absolutely. Was my 4-year-old running around yelling at TV as well? Absolutely. So all in all, that was a gritty game. That game showed me that we can win even when it is ugly. And Carson Beck does have the ability to settle himself down. Because I'm not going to lie, Missouri did get him rattled. Missouri is a really good team.
So I have a question.
Go ahead.
We've accepted, like, we know what Georgia is now.
Yes.
With us understanding who they are.
Yes.
Realistically, do you see them winning a national championship?
Is this a yes or no question, or do you want some...
Yes or no question.
Realistically, do I see them winning a national championship? Yes.
That's not where I was thinking I was going to go. So
and this is completely unbiased, and the reason being is because I have watched Michigan play. Michigan is not as good to be number one.
No.
I have watched Ohio State play.
You think they'll beat Ohio State?
I think they would beat Ohio State, and this is the reason why. If you remove Ohio State is solely based off of one player.
Not as much anymore. Because that running back, Henderson, Trevion Henderson, nice.
Okay, but if you take that, and I'm not saying that he ain't going to get yards. I'm not saying that he probably not going to score. But if you look at how Kirby Smart truly makes adjustments, second half adjustments.
He's a king of adjustments.
That is what I think would truly take us to the promised land for a third time. Quarterback is not that good. You you contain Marvin Harrison, Maserati Marv. He's going to get his yards. But you contain him, second half adjustments. Who do you truly like? Who can truly compete with Georgia on that level minus y'all? Minus LSU. I've watched Florida State play. Same thing.
Washington
is probably on. I give you that. Washington is probably only the other one.
That's legitimate.
But I saw chinks in Washington's armor against USC.
Oh yeah, but you also got to look at the fact that USC has a high-powered offense.
They do.
Georgia doesn't have. They have a good offense.
Yes,
but it's not there's like upper echelon where it's like Washington, LSU.
I think for
USC.
us to win a national championship, it's not going to be pretty. Absolutely
no.
not.
It wouldn't.
It'll truly be an old school nitty gritty. When we score, we play bully ball, and we control the clock.
So these are the teams that I believe that y'all would beat if it was a national championship. I think y'all beat Florida State.
Yeah.
I think y'all beat Michigan. Ohio State, I'm kind of up in there on.
Washington would be the only one that would give us an issue.
I think y'all would lose to Washington.
Washington, in my personal opinion, Washington would be the only true one that would give us true issues because we talked about this in pre-production. Though I can't remember their names, but Washington, those three receivers over there,
McMillan, and Polk.
Those three receivers can go to any school
and start
and be a number one.
They are some bad men.
And at the end of the day, bro, Penix puts that ball in places with his lefty wind up throw that is just. Sometimes he
was touched by God.
Sometimes it's ugly. And you're like, there's no way that ball is going to get put in there. There's no way that ball is going to be in that placement because of the way he winded it up and threw it. There's like, bro, it's like, bro, come on, bro. You got some Harry Potter stuff going on over there, bro. Like, bro, you just wizarded that ball over there, bro. I don't even want to hear it. Washington would be. I can give you that. Washington would be the only one that I think would give us issues.
Because I'm gonna be honest, I think
I was truly nervous with y'all though.
Bruh.
Out of all the teams, and this will segue into out of all the teams that I was looking at, y'all were the only. LSU was the only team that I was significantly nervous about. Bro. And the main reason why is because not only SEC, but LSU, when that defense was on, it was on.
Bro.
And I hated Perkins. I knew Perkins was probably going to eat Beck
alive
for brunch. It wasn't even going to get him filled for lunch and dinner, bro. That was going to be brunch, and it was going to be over with. I was super nervous.
Bro, okay.
I'm not that. Yeah.
So we going.
Yeah. Segueing into the Alabama LSU the LSU Alabama game because y'all played them in Tuscaloosa. I'm just gonna kind of set the stage before he goes off. So LSU played Alabama in Tuscaloosa. It was I'm not even gonna say that. Go ahead.
It was a very good half.
I was going to say game, but it was a very good half.
We went off in the first.
It was bad. It was.
I was like, yo, we here. If we can just get some stops on defense.
I got up and walked away one time, and y'all scored. I was like, dude,
bro. So crazy thing is, everybody and their mama was like, if we can just stop Milroe from the deep pass, because that's what he's good at. Then we have a chance. And bro, he did not complete a deep pass.
No, he made one. He threw one.
Oh, okay. He made one.
He won.
But
literally one.
Okay. And we said this a week or so ago.
I'm gonna let you go ahead and pull up stats.
We said this like a week or so ago. Like, if they just allow Perkins to spy Milroe.
We said it.
And the commentators even said it in the game. He's the only person that can come close to stopping him.
No, not.
They can run with him.
He's the only person that can run him down.
That can run him down.
He flat out, and
he ran him down
and it's funny. It's funny when the commentator said that he paused for a second. Bro. Because I think he I don't know what all goes into copyright, and then certain things you can say on the air and off the air, whatever. But it was almost like he was trying to give LSU trying to give them a fishing line, like, bruh, take this. Right after he said that,
bro,
he paused for a second. He was like, Perkins is the only person that can run Milroe down, and he was like. And then he continued on because he was like, "Oh crap!"
I'm gonna say this, man. It was on some stuff where after that second rushing touchdown, spy him.
Literally,
spy him.
Literally,
because at that point, if we spy him, he's not gonna be able to run out the pocket, and you're gonna have to force him to do what he's not good at.
Which is throw the ball.
He's
not great at throwing the ball.
And bro,
I think he even said it though. He was like, he's developing.
He was like, he said that I focused on my passing all summer. I didn't focus on my running because why would I focus on something that's God given?
And he showed it.
And I'm just like, dude.
So
LSU, wait up before you
go ahead,
bro. LSU. Look, man, I love my Tigers, bro. And like I said, I'm never going to call for a coach to be fired. But, bro. Where are the where are the in-game and second half adjustments at?
Because you got to know, I don't think people truly understand. So if you've ever been on the field on the side of a college football team, you'll know this, but some people don't understand the amount of people that are on that sideline that are there just to watch the other team and to tell whomever they need to report to what they see.
That's why they're up in the booth.
Yeah, but I'm saying the guys on the sideline as well. Like, you got people in the booth, you got people on the sideline that reports to the position coaches, the offense coordinator, defense coordinator. Hey, we saw this. Were they blind? Like,
You know what bothered me the most, and I'll get back to my gripes of the game. But what bothered me the most was today. Brian Kelly had his post game presser and had the nerve to say that we thought we could contain him, but clearly we couldn't, and we should have put a spy on him, or we should have put a spy on him. I'm like, if you knew that.
After them first two touchdowns, you should have put a spy on him.
Should have put a spy on him.
A lack of let me say this, a lack of putting a spy on him I saw on that second touchdown.
Bro, it was crazy. Everybody and their mama was saying that, LSU has these freshman corners going in. And I'm not gonna lie, could the freshman corners have hit their angles a little bit better? Yeah. To cut the offensive player back into
but that's essentially not their responsibility to that degree.
You can do that.
You can, but
those corners played good.
Yeah, and you got Milroe is the size of a linebacker, bruh.
He's Derrick Henry playing.
No discredit to the safety, LSU safeties and LSU corners, bro. When you got a 220-something pound, full muscular quarterback coming towards you that runs like a running back, bro, you can't stop him.
Yeah, he ran over that freshman corner. I was like,
you can't stop that, bro.
I was just happy that he put his nose in the fray. But look, and then it's hard for me to get on LSU's offense because they were performing until that, excuse my language, that bullshit hit from Dallas Turner on Jaden Daniels. Can't nobody tell me that was not targeting? Because
the hit wasn't the drive-through out. The drive-through is what made me be like, okay, he should be called for targeting. Yeah,
bro, he launched into that man's head.
Under his chin. Under his chin. It was the bend back that I was like, oh, they finna get him for targeting.
If there was a picture for targeting, that's the prototype.
Yeah. Because go back to the previous game with Colorado and Shiloh Sanders. That was not targeting.
No, that was
not targeting.
Oh, you're talking. Oh, Shiloh. Yeah.
When he hit the tight end in the chest.
No, that wasn't targeting at all.
They kicked him out of the game for that. That was targeting. They kicked him out for targeting.
I remember seeing that.
Yeah, they kicked him out. They kicked him out, and you even had one of the greatest tight ends of our era, Rob Gronkowski came out. He was like, if I want to get hit, that's where I want to get hit at.
Yeah, I don't understand how that was. Whatever.
That was
his head turned.
Yeah, that wasn't targeting. I'll give you this one. That was targeting. I thought the initial hit to me wasn't, but like I said, it was the. And the drive into the ground, that's when I honestly thought it was going to go back and review it and be like, okay, targeting, he's out of the game. Bruh. But they didn't do it.
And when they did that, I was like, okay, I already know what it is.
Yeah, it's over with. I
was like, okay, I already know what kind of game this is now. Like,
yeah, it's over with. It was over with at that. It was over with at that point.
But look,
it shouldn't have never gotten to that point. But I don't know how many times we're going to say it. We said it leading up to this, that LSU was going to win or lose this game based on how they handled Milroe. And I know people, of course they're going to win and lose the game based on how they handled the quarterback. That's not what we're saying. That game was going to solely be won or lost, and unfortunately it was lost because they did not spy Milroe.
That was it, bro.
Milroe had 4, not on account of 4 rushing touchdowns. And what was it? 2 of them were close. 2 of them were like close touchdowns.
One was from the 20.
The other 2 was,
bro, like
the other 2 was he just flat out took out.
That's what just killed me about House. I'm like, dude, like, you see it.
Yes, you saw it.
What are you doing?
So his passing yards. So Milroe was 15 of 23 for 219 passing yards.
Okay,
which sounds like
bad.
a lot, but it's not.
That's not a lot.
It's not. This was the backbreaker.
He ran for 200.
This is what a running back. This is what a running back dreams of doing in a game. Milroe had 20. His rush. He had 20 carries for 155 rushing yards.
Whatever.
He averaged 7.8 yards a carry.
Whatever.
4 touchdowns, and his longest one was 23 yards.
Made me sick.
That, folks,
made me absolutely
if you allow
sick.
a rushing quarterback, and I say rushing quarterback, if you allow a rushing quarterback to do that, you're going to lose game. Because if you allow a quarterback to rush for that many yards, not only is that demeaning to the defense, but for him, his running backs are still fresh.
Bro, just imagine if
that's why the running back started going off.
Just imagine if you were to just cut him off from being able to run. He can't beat you with his arm.
No. You take away 2 of those touchdowns, it's a tie game. Because y'all lost by 14.
We got to stop talking about this because I'm getting upset. I didn't even finish the game. I went to bed early because I was that pissed off.
I finished the game.
I was so sick.
I had to finish it because I wanted to see just how long. I wanted to see if they were going to truly let this go the entire game. And they did. I
was surprised that they only stopped him at 42.
Yeah,
that's what I was.
There's no way, and I don't think I used this last episode.
Pit of Hades.
Yep, there's no way in the pit of Hades. You're about to tell me that you made second half adjustments, or you made in-game adjustments.
No.
Nick Saban and Alabama went out there with one game plan. And I take it all the way back to when we were just talking about Utah. They went out there with one game plan. Milroe is about to run. Stop it.
Bro. And man,
they stopped him a couple of times. And it kept going. Stop it.
Bro, and it was fluke-ish that happened that made LSU turn the ball over. Yeah. Like that funky interception that happened.
Yeah. I said it. I said it. I'm gonna just say this.
Matt House, I hope you feel good about keeping your team away from the SEC championship, because that offense is an SEC championship caliber.
That offense got cheated.
And
they got cheated. They legitimately got cheated. They
saying it for the people in the back. LSU offense got cheated.
Their offense did
because of this.
Yeah, flukish.
I respect my mom enough to not say what I want to say.
Yes,
that defensive coordinator. And I know I'm speaking from sheer emotion because I love LSU football that much, but bro.
But it wasn't rocket science, bro.
It's not rocket science, bro.
So let's just think for a second. Out of all of the college games that we have watched, since we have watched college football, that game was probably the most obvious game that I have watched, where it is literally, if you stop this one person,
it's a wrap.
No, I'm not even gonna say stop. If you contain this one person, you're going to win the game.
And we couldn't do it. All right, so
couldn't do it.
That leads to our preview for this week. LSU has Florida. We IDK if we don't know if Jaden Daniels is going to play or not. We will see. As we do this preview fairly quick, do you think y'all gonna win? Do you think y'all gonna beat Florida? So if Jaden plays, we'll win.
If Jaden doesn't play, you think y'all gonna lose, or you think it'll be close and y'all pull it out?
It'll be close because I trust Garrett. And I think
y'all can still defense. I think I can still pull it out with Nussmeier.
Yeah, I think the defense will will step it up. In all honesty, there's only, in my mind, there's really 2 players that we have to stop on Florida. That's Wilson, the third.
Pearsall? Talking about Pearsall?
And Pearsall.
Yeah.
The 2 wide receivers.
Yeah.
Etchen and Johnson, they've been okay, but it's just...
Yeah, it's kind of hit or miss.
And Garrett Mertz is good, but if we can get some
you get pressure on him, you'll pull it out.
So I really think we need to stop those 2. I don't know that much about Florida's defense, in all honesty.
Yeah. Go look at
I think they're okay.
They're okay. I mean, yeah, they're okay.
So, and we play them in LSU.
Yeah, you play them in LSU. We have Ole Miss. I hate Lane Kiffin. I hate him. I don't hate Lane Kiffin. You know, I just hate him right now.
I hope y'all beat the brakes off of him.
Good old Lane Kiffin and Ole Miss.
I can't stand Ole Miss.
We are playing them at home, which thank God. That game I think is going to be interesting because I mean they do have an elite
it's
receiver.
Weird, bro.
They have an elite receiver.
Oh, he went off. Trey Harris went off.
He went off. Like Brad literally turned into, I think the lady coined it.
It was like some Megatron.
He literally went into like Megatron / Odell Beckham mode. Like he went off. Like bro was one hand and
if it was in his catch radius.
Yeah, he was catching. He was coming down with it. So we played him. Once again, I think it's gonna be. I'm not gonna necessarily say it's gonna be a high scoring game, but I do think it's gonna be an interesting game. Mm-hmm. We cannot come out flat, but at the end of the day, we all know what Georgia is. Georgia is truly a second half team.
Yep.
And everything is going to be based off of Kirby Smart and his adjustments, which I think he will handle. He will handle that.
Yeah.
Do I think we're going to pull out the dub? Of course. Do I think it's going to be close? We shall see.
We shall see.
Yeah, we shall see. Yeah. That's pretty much all I got for my guys.
Yeah.
We gonna have to go to play. Like we cannot lose between the hedges. I'm gonna be so pissed.
Y'all can't lose, bro.
Oh God. Because after that we got Georgia Tech.
Okay.
Yeah. But we cannot lose, bro. We cannot lose between the hedges.
Y'all can't.
Oh my God.
Y'all can't.
So with that, guys, tell us who y'all are excited about, who y'all team is playing this upcoming week. We will get y'all our takes on it in the previous and all of that. I may be happy. I may not. He may be happy. He may not. Which I think he's still, dealing with,
I may be pissed off.
Yeah, he may be pissed off again. And if the Michigan news drops before we can get back to you guys, we will go live and we will give y'all our opinion on it. Although, as we said, we truly feel like they just gonna freaking milk it and slap on the wrist. And Jim Harbaugh is either gonna stay or he may be going back to the NFL. We shall see.
I think he's gone.
I do too. He's get out of that fire. With that being said, guys, we love y'all. This is another episode of the Limitless Podcast. We are out.
Deuces y'all.